The United States Defense Department says China is in the middle of a historic military buildup, and for the first time in decades, the American homeland itself is becoming increasingly vulnerable. This assessment comes from the Pentagon's latest report on China's military power, the first such report released during President Donald Trump's second term, and its language is unmistakably blunt. According to the report, Beijing is not just modernizing its forces. It is transforming them rapidly, deliberately, and with long-term strategic intent. The Pentagon says the Chinese military is now more sophisticated, resilient, and more capable than ever before. From advanced missile systems to cyber warfare, space capabilities, and artificial intelligence, the scale and speed of China's expansion have raised deep concern in Washington. At the center of those concerns are hypersonic weapons. Experts cited in the report warn that China is outpacing the United States in the development of hypersonic missiles, weapons that can travel at more than 5 times the speed of sound and evade traditional missile defense systems. These are not future threats, they are emerging realities. It is precisely this challenge that has pushed President Trump to revive and expand plans for a new missile defense shield, the so-called Golden Dome, designed to protect the U.S. from hypersonic and next-generation missile attacks. But the Pentagon's warning goes further. It says China is studying the war in Ukraine closely, learning from Russia's battlefield failures and applying those lessons as it intensifies pressure on Taiwan. At the same time, China and Russia are deepening their strategic partnership, sharing intelligence, conducting joint exercises, and coordinating diplomatically. But this new Pentagon report also complicates President Trump's ambition to pursue fresh arms control talks involving the US, China, and Russia. Washington claims Beijing remains deeply skeptical of large-scale nuclear agreements and is unlikely to accept limits that constrain its growing arsenal. But context matters here. Just last year, under the Biden administration, the Pentagon described China as the only country with both the intent and the capacity to reshape the global order. Earlier Trump-era reports spoke of Beijing's long-term effort to revise international rules and expand national power. But this latest assessment carries a sharper edge. It comes even as the newly released national security strategy shifts focus toward domestic priorities and the Western Hemisphere, a contrast that underscores the tension between political messaging and military reality.